in this year, you need to think about ways you can make money. So don't write yourself off and say you don't have a skill, you cannot talk, you cannot dance, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You don't have to be good at anything. You can make money by doing nothing. You can make $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day. I was just sharing with you earlier today how I had to pay bonus to one of my team members, because they got some new business and I gave them commission, right? I woke up this morning and there was money in my bank account. I made a sale because somebody sold something. I wasn't the one who was talking to that person out there.
Correct.
Right? That person is going out, doing, marketing and stuff on behalf of the company, right?
Correct.
And then they bring in a new business and I'm getting paid and they're getting paid too. So when you run an agency, everybody wins because everybody makes money during an agency. So, rich friends, this is your time. This is your year to stop overthinking what you can sell, what you can produce. Maybe for you need to run an agency. What do you think? Hello, rich friends. Welcome to another episode of the New Rich Podcast. I'm Uyi Abraham, and yes, my co-host,
Dr. Faith Abraham. Welcome back, rich friends.
Good. So happy to have you here today. We're going to be talking about a very, very important topic on how you can make $1,000 a day without working, okay? And it might seem like it's a clickbait, but it's not. There's several ways you can make money without actually doing any work. And that's what we want you to learn. I want to share with you today in this episode. So Dr. Faith, how are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. I will be honest. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
It sounds like clickbait, but it's not. And actually, these are the type of conversations that we need to have so that our mindset can shift, we can change, and we can realize that there are different ways of operating in the world. So I'm excited. But my week has been great. How about yours?
Yeah, mine has been really wonderful. Started working on my new book. It's going to be called The New Rich. So really excited about it. And it's going to really help people and show them and teach them on how they can really start and grow 6, 7, 8-figure online businesses. So I'm really, really excited about it. So guys, hoping that it should be out maybe next 3 to 4 months. It's a very, very busy season with everything else we have, and also too, we're planning. I know we've not fully kind of talked this out, but I'm really hoping that sometime in April, we're going to have our New Rich Mastermind here in Atlanta. So you need to make sure you come. I hope this episode will be out before then. And I'm going to really do my best to have the book out by April, sometime in April, where April is next month.
No.
Oh, this is February.
February.
Oh, okay. What am I thinking of? We're in March. Okay, it's possible. If I could knock the book out this month, then it should be out sometime in April. So I'm really, really excited about that.
You're thinking like that because you know that your February is full and
Yeah.
you just shift over like anything new is in the next month.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. So this is why it's good to, structure things out better.
That's right.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about how to make $1,000 a day without doing any work, right? And
Juicy.
It's going to be very, very juicy, and it's going to really, really help you a lot because just like you said earlier, there's several ways to skin a cat. There's several ways to make money. Yeah. And this episode is actually going to be really good for lazy entrepreneurs. Okay? So if you're lazy.
There is a brand of lazy entrepreneurs, and guess what? I am here for it.
Yeah. So if you're a lazy entrepreneur and you don't like to work, or you are an entrepreneur whereby you don't know what your skill is,
right,
or you feel like you don't have the right skill set, you cannot draw, you cannot design, you cannot dance, you don't have any skill set, that is fine. There's hope for you.
There is hope.
And that's what this episode is about. There's hope for you. You can still make money online. Go ahead. Yeah, one thing I love about the creator economy is that there's just several ways to make money online. And there's no reason why anybody in 2021 should not be making money. 2023 should not be making money.
Yeah, I agree. Things are different now. Things have totally opened up. For people who don't know or realized it, before, when you wanted to start a business, you had to have a lot, like thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in capital right up front. And there was a lot of overhead. You
Yeah.
had to
Get a
get employees. You
building.
had to get a building.
Spend
If
all
you
this
wanted
money.
to advertise, you'd have to advertise on TV, and then there was no
Yellow
more radio.
pages. Real.
Come on with the yellow pages. And you never even knew if the people that you actually wanted to see your stuff
You
was
can't
going to see
target your
stuff.
audience.
There was no targeted audience.
Yeah.
There was no metrics to it. It was just, this is the time that most people are listening to the radio. Do you want to advertise or not? And you would have to have money for that. But now you have these channels that are free, like social media, and Google, and you can just do a lot of different things now online. You don't even have to leave your house.
Exactly. And you also don't have to have a skill. And
You don't have to have a skill.
That's what our focus for today's episode is going to be. You don't no trade, no skill. You don't need a degree.
You don't need a degree. Man, it's different out here.
You don't
now.
need to be a Trump or a Rockefeller.
Hey, come on.
Or a Bezos, right? Anybody can win in the creator's economy. Hey, do you know what I've noticed? When you're just starting out your online business, you usually don't have a lot of money, and you need several different tools to help you to run your business online. And it could be so frustrating trying to tie them all together to make it work. That's why we created a solution, and the solution is Bonza.com. Bonza is an online platform that helps you to run your online business in one place so that you don't have to be all over the place dealing with all this techie stuff and wasting a lot of money that you could put into your business. Bonza gives you everything your online business needs all in one place. It replaces the need for 12 plus tools to run your business online. With Bonza, you can easily create online courses, physical digital products, emails, funnels, scheduling, and much more. So go right now to Bonza.com and start your free trial and grow your business. So now let's get into it. How?
That's very good.
How?
I need to be asking you.
Okay.
How? Because you have this in mind. I see it. It's bubbling up inside of you.
Yeah.
How can someone, no skill, no degree, no trade, make $1,000 a day without doing anything? This is a great idea, concept, especially for our quote unquote lazy entrepreneurs.
Very, very awesome question, right? So before I talk about it, let me tell you about a story, how I stumbled upon this idea.
Okay.
I started writing books for us, right? And then writing books, and people started coming to me and say, hey, can you help me write a book also too? But then, as you already know, writing a book takes a lot of work and a lot of hours. And I started having so many other businesses going on. I didn't have the physical time to do so. So what I decided to do was, I just had this idea. What about if I get other people to do the work for me? So I don't have to be the one typing every word in the document or in the book. So what about if I get other people? I have these clients that need their book written, right? They want it to be ghostwritten for them. But what about if I get other people who are skilled or sometimes more skillful than me in that particular area and get them to do the whole thing so that I get paid without doing any work whatsoever. So I started charging $2,000 to $5,000 on average. And then when I did my first project in this way, I noticed that I netted over 90% pure profit without doing any actual work. Wow. And that's when my eyes opened that it's possible for you to get rich, for you to get wealthy in your online business without doing any work. So let me break it down. Wow. So how does this work? You literally start an agency.
There we go.
Right? So an agency is you pretty much facilitating, or you being the middle person between the clients that need the work and the contractors that do the actual work. Right? This might shock you. Many of you pay thousands of dollars to several people to do this, that, or the other, but it's an agency. You don't know that. They are not doing the actual work. They are the ones that just getting the clients, but they are subcontractors or sometimes employees that do the actual work for them. A very common agency you can start to make $1,000 a day is social media agency, right? Even though social media is so dope and easy and free, a lot of people still don't know how to use it. A lot of people don't have the time to use it, right? You can literally just start advertising yourself on social media for social media management. But here's the fact, you don't have to do the work. So what you do, you go to Fiverr, you go to Upwork, you go to onlinejobs.ph, and so many other sites like that where you can get good but cheap, contractors and people who can actually do the work, who are skilled
Right.
in those areas.
Yes.
So now you can advertise yourself to say, hey, I'll run your social media account and post 3 times a week for you for only $500 a month. But guess what? That money, you pay your subcontractors, they charge about $2 to $5 on average. It could be more, depending on their skills and sophistication, right?
Yes.
But for easy math, you only pay them $5 an hour. And then only 2 clients a day is $1,000, right? So imagine if you can ramp it up. You can literally make thousands of dollars and you're not doing the work whatsoever.
Right.
You know what your client wants, and your contractors are the ones who do the work, and you just get that check in your bank account every day.
That is so powerful. And when you really think about it, that's literally what's happening. Because as an entrepreneur, especially if you're a solopreneur, the more help that you can get in those pivotal areas, the better. And social media has shown itself to be very, very effective for new brands and businesses. Now, instead of you spending so much time on social media, you can delegate that out to someone else. And then whatever you're paying them, you're making that already just off of the clients that you're securing.
Exactly. And that's why agency model works so well. There are people who are making millions of dollars, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures running an agency, and they are not doing the work. Another one that's very popular is ads, running ads,
Running
right?
ads,
A lot of people don't know how to run ads, or
Effective ads.
effective ads, right? You don't have to learn it. You don't have to be good at it. You start a ads agency. But it's always good to let that be some kind of passion or interest of yours, so that you can take the time to really understand the nuances of it. But you go on the sites or hire somebody in the US, you get a good person who can actually run the ads. So you run an agency, you get the clients, your contractors, your subcontractors, or your employees to do the actual work. And you just get that check in the mail every single day. So you need to really look into the easy way to make money without you doing the work. And the agency model is the best. So can you think of another agency type or situation or industry that would be very, very good and easy for somebody to launch an agency on?
So you said social media, you said ads, and it's not just ads anywhere. It's like Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, Instagram, all the things, TikTok ads. I would also say you can have an agency for virtual assistants.
Yes.
Especially for entrepreneurs who are, like I said earlier, very busy. You're juggling different things. You're probably doing more busy work than you are work that is bringing and generating income for yourself. At that point, you really need to have an assistant. You can have a virtual assistant and have that agency, right? Or you could have a virtual assistant agency to help entrepreneurs who are like that and in that situation. And so those assistants will now be the ones doing the work for the entrepreneurs. And when the entrepreneurs sign them on, you're getting paid. You're not doing the work. Your contractors are doing the work. And that is another way of operating an agency.
Yeah, that's very awesome. Virtual assistants are needed, is hard cake right now. The key is this: there is no sector that you cannot run an agency in, right?
Yes.
It could be even be physical product, it could even be e-commerce business, right?
Sure.
Some people they want to buy things from Alibaba or AliExpress and sell, but they don't have the time to run it. But you can be like, hey, I will help you run and fulfill your products for you. But here's the good thing, or here's the best part: you don't have to do the work.
That's right.
You get a virtual assistant or somebody else to do the work for you, and you get paid, without doing any work whatsoever.
You could also see this through other like hands-on businesses, like you have painter companies. It's not the companies that go out and paint.
Exactly.
They have contractors that do that. Builders, when we were building out the studio that we're in, we hired a company, but the company didn't come out. They had their contractors come out and build everything else.
And that's why CEOs, they make really good money, but they don't actually do the work. If you go to Coca-Cola, right, the CEO makes the most money, but it's not the one bottling the stuff and pushing the cart. It doesn't do that. You just have contractors or employees who does the work, right? That's the easiest and the fastest and probably one of the best ways to really make money. Even looking at back in the days, I don't know if it's really popular now because we've not been in the job scene for a long time. Staffing agencies. That's what they do. That's why it's called an agency.
That's how I got my first job, was through a staffing agency.
Exactly. So staffing agency, they get companies that need employees, right? And they find contractors to serve that company, and the company pays the staffing agency and the agency pays the contractors. And staffing agencies, they do very, very well as well. So this thought of agency is not anything.
It's not foreign. It's not new.
It's not new. It's been going on for a long time, right? And from CEOs to 6, 7, 8 figures entrepreneurs, everybody is running one form of agency or the other. When you see famous people, whether it's Gary Vee, whether it's anybody, doesn't matter who they are, you see them on, doing their thing on social media and stuff. They're not the one running the camera. There's somebody else doing the work for them. And they're just showing up to do their thing, right? So what we're trying to say, rich friend, is this. In this year, you need to think about ways you can make money. So don't write yourself off and say you don't have a skill, you cannot talk, you cannot dance, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You don't have to be good at anything. You can make money by doing nothing. You can make $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day. I was just sharing with you earlier today how I had to pay bonus to one of my team members, because they got some new business and I gave them commission, right? I woke up this morning and there was money in my bank account. I made a sale because somebody sold something. I wasn't the one who was talking to that person out there.
Correct.
Right? That person is going out, doing, marketing and stuff on behalf of the company, right?
Correct.
And then they bring in a new business and I'm getting paid and they're getting paid too. So when you run an agency, everybody wins because everybody makes money during an agency. So, rich friends, this is your time. This is your year to stop overthinking what you can sell, what you can produce. Maybe for you, you need to run an agency. What do you think?
I think that's a great way to generate income, and it's a business that you can immediately see that is scalable. It can go big. You can keep it small, but whatever way you decide to do it, do something, because that's good money right there.
Awesome. So just like you heard, whatever you decide to do, just do something. If you're watching this episode for the first time and you like what you just heard, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I also share with 5 other friends that would benefit or you think would love this podcast as well. And until next time, I'm Uyi Abraham.
I'm Faith Abraham.
See you next time, rich friends.
Bye, rich friends.